Welcome back to Cottage Tranquility and an action-packed week here. Lots of different activities going on with regards to decorating and renovating. So today we are back with a new phone. Thank you so much to everyone that donated. I really appreciate all your support and your appreciation for my videos and filming. This means so much to me. But today Dad is back with me in France and I am doing a lot of prep work today, a lot of heavy lifting, moving things about. I've cleared out the ensuite in the oak room so that we can start laying the flooring in there, and to do that I need to also clear out the winter stuff out the way for the workshop, the atelier as it's called here in France, so that we can get that flooring out, because at the moment it's a massively long roll which goes the length of the workshop, and the only way really to get it out sensibly is through the ride-on mower doors, which have been blocked off for the winter. So that's part of my job today. And also, if it stops raining, I need to get out and cut the hedgerow back. So it's just trimming it, it's not actually cutting the hedge itself, just trimming the branches on either side and the top, giving it a little haircut. But I've been promising my neighbours, bless them, since January, and due to the workload have not got round to it, but it's getting a bit messy now, so it's time to crack on, and I did promise them that I would do it today. You come out for breakfast and you get served your coffee with a mini sugar-coated penis. Dad inhaling his chocolate eclair, and I've got a tartatin. It's very nice here. So you see it's all a bit boggy down here at the moment. I've got my whirly bobs on. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Here we go into the workshop. And this here is the roll for the flooring for the bathroom, and if there's enough for the landing as well. And behind all of that is the tractor's doors. They call it a petit tracteur, and basically this is my petit tracteur hiding in here, which mows the lawn, which I was hoping to do today, but it's far too wet and boggy out there. I would just get stuck. So I've got to move all of this lot. So here we are. Can you see? There was daylight. The first time this year. The gates to the workshop are open. I suspect we're going to have to unroll it in the main bedroom and see exactly what we've got and then measure up. So, but at least now we can get it out of here, so that's good. One thing done. So today I am hedge cutting, kind of in the rain, because I've been promising my neighbours that I would do it. This in turn means I am a mess, covered in bits of hedge. But it's getting done. Let's see if I can film some of this for you. Needless to say, I've got both boys inside so that they're out of harm's way should I have any accidents. I don't want them to be part of that, so carry on, see how I go. Arms are feeling quite tired, but had a little break to chat to you guys. I think that's on me, not on the camera. Yes. Ooh. That's the inside of it done. As you can see, completely gaped. Somebody's going to be having a shower this evening. Possibly might not even wait till this evening. Feeling a little bit grim. Anyway, I will go and do the other side now, and I will see you later. Right, I'm properly shattered now. Hello, Daddy.
Hello. Look what I have made for you.
Ooh, pretty. So Dad's been busy doing some plumbing work for the sinks. So whilst I've been out cutting hedges. Pardon?
It didn't go as planned, so we had to adopt plan B.
Okay, but does plan B work?
That now fits under the sink.
Yes.
This now screws to the waste pipe in the wall.
Yeah.
Seal it all up, and you've got a perfect waste.
Perfect.
See? It's on there like that.
Perfect.
What I've got to do now is wait for the glue to set on this.
Of course. Dad has also laid the waterproof membrane on the floor here now. So that's ready for the underlay to go down and then the flooring on top of that. So we're ready with that, although I think we just need to do one piece just there still. And then once the flooring's in, we can put the sink in, which will go here. And the sink unit is now all out here, which is why there is clear space in there, hence units. But something you may not have noticed, or you may have just caught, is that we've almost finished flooring. I say we, mainly myself, although Andy popped over yesterday and helped me just to nudge some of the bits together that I was struggling, and came up with a couple of tips for me for getting those together. So once I have my strength back, I will be trying to crack on with that. So it might be today, might be tomorrow, depends on what else I've got to do today. So I've just finished tanking out in here. Dad started it off and I've just finished it off doing this piece along here and taping it all up. And then I'm going to start putting the silver foil underlay, which is like a soundproofing material. Here we see my latest jigsaw puzzle. So I think this one's going to be the one that goes into the fern suite, the bronzy colours. But first of all, I've got to work it all out, put it all together. Exciting stuff now. We tanked out the room between us and I laid the underlay here on top. So that's all done and ready. And now we've brought up the flooring, and that light we've taken down, and we started building this one. We need to do the rest of it, but first things first, we needed to get this upstairs. So this is the flooring that should go on the landing and in the ensuite. Dad is just doing the plumbing on the sink in there, and the plasterwork is drying out, so that's good. It's all one colour now, so that's handy. How are you getting on, Dad?
Oh, we're doing all right here.
Yeah, good. All right, you've got to see, there's a tap I can see that has appeared. Oh yes, this is the flooring. So I think we're going to have plenty to be able to do the landing. But I'm going to go and measure now the ensuite and see where I need to make the cuts in order to fit it. In here, I'm going to have to do a cut on that liner, I believe. So I've got my measuring tape out. It is 262 centimetres squared in here, with the shower there and the toilet. Now, in order to minimise any issues, should there be any leakages, I'm hoping, with the shower there, toilet there, and the sink unit going to go here, I think it would be better if any cut were to be along here. That will then give a sort of complete waterproof area over here. So should people get in and out of the shower, hopefully they're not going to get water everywhere, but you know, should there be a leak on the toilet or the sink gets blocked or whatever, it gives us a chance to mop up and sort that out. So, I'm going to go and measure up the lino now and check out where that cut's going to be. I'm going to have a guess that it's going to be roughly along there. It's where I kind of think it's going to be. Possibly even where that join is. But we shall see. So I've started cutting. Cut out this part. I'm now going to cut down this line here that I've marked out lightly in order to cut out where the shower is going to go. So effectively, toilet will be over there, sink there, shower will be where I am, in the sort of square I'm in, and the door will be over here somewhere. So, and that line I've already cut through, so that's ready to go, and hopefully I'll be able to lift this up and transport it in shortly. Apologies for breathing heavy, I've just carried this in and just plopped this on the floor, and I'm pleased to say that I haven't cut too much off. It's just about right for me to then trim it up. So I'm going to now move this into place and then see what else needs to be done to fit it. Okay, so now standing in the room, looking out, you see it's a small gap, not as big as I thought there would be. This will just need to be butted up to the side. This will need to be trimmed round. I needed to be careful because here obviously is a ball nose, so it comes across. So don't want to trim that too much out there. It really needs to be trimmed in situ. So I'm really quite pleased with that. So get that all done and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's fitted.
Quite pleased with that.
And so you should be. When you get back from French class to find a chandelier up, you can't complain really. So last night was a chandelier factory as I put them together, and so did Dad, and fiddly put 4 chandeliers together. 2 for in here, 1 for each of the bedrooms.
Yeah, that's right. Need to go upstairs. That way.
Yes, that's the other way. Chandelier number 2. Is the power on? No, power's not on yet. But this is in the fern suite. Very happy with that.
Don't think power's on.
Yeah.
And cut the cable.
Yeah,
When you've got a whole cable wrapped up, coiled up, it
inside there.
doesn't fit in properly.
No. So chain to come off, cable to be reduced. Not entirely, but somewhat. I'm guessing now, if that one's working, that this one is too. Oh, it's lovely in here. Yeah, it's really bright, because this room previously was quite dark when the lights came on and that. No one will believe the difference. The painting those boards up there and that light have just transformed this room. Can't wait to get the flooring down in here. That's the next thing to do. I'm going to have to take the pole off of the wall and paint that and stuff like that, but yeah, no problem. Wash the curtains and that. And those curtains, I don't know, they might actually work in here. I wasn't thinking that they would, but maybe they will. So we'll have to get those cleaned. 2 fantastic chandeliers and a fantastic daddy having put them up for me. And we will turn this into a dining room. We will. I've had to have a wardrobe change to something short-sleeved so that I can go out and turn the water off, because Dad is also doing some plumbing work and we need to turn the sink, well, we need to plumb the sink in, so we need to turn the water off. And in order to do that, I've come outside and I was going to turn the water off at the stopcock, and I'll show you the problem. Firstly, we are growing a clover meadow, it would seem. It's quite deep. But secondly, that is my water tap down there. And as you can see, that's quite deep. So I'm not looking forward to this. It's going to be very flipping cold. Okay, that is done. It's cold. It is up to about just under my elbow. Flipping freezing. So, time to get in, get dried off, change out my welly bobs, then I can crack on with some flooring once Dad moves on to those all important sinks. This is where things get annoying. So, the measurement I need doesn't fit where I need it to fit. The pattern doesn't repeat where I need it to be. As you can see, it's about halfway across. And so, I'm going to have to cut it, fit it, cut it some more, and there's going to have to be at least one, if not two joins. The positive news is that I need it to be 41.5 to 42. This brings it back obviously quite a lot further than that, about another, 15-20 centimetres, which means I'll end up cutting off a load from that edge. But I have got a match, and using the bit that I've cut off, I can match it up exactly from overhead and check the other side too. And then I can use this edge to cut against to give me my line. This room is really coming together. There's the chandelier, and there's some flooring. It's not all down yet, but it's getting there. There's the light, and we now have a sink that works. So I can, we're just checking on the water levels, but the water is on, making sure there's no leaks or anything. And then this bathroom, yeah, darn good scrubbing, and we'll see how it all looks once my final bit of flooring is down. And so I'm just making us some toad in the hole and some broccoli, because we is shattered, aren't we, Dads?
What's that like?
I said, making some toad in the hole with broccoli, because we are shattered. We just need a nice yummy meal.
Yes, we're a little bit fatigued, but happy.
Oh yes, very, very happy.
Definitely happy because things went a bit better today than they did yesterday.
And so far, at any point during the project, each day comes with its own challenges. But yeah, huzzah. Well, I'm a little bit in shock today. I have just finished my French classes. I had 200 hours worth of lessons, and after the first 100 hours you get a test. And if you pass that test, you don't have to do the second 100 hours. Now, I was in mixed mind as to whether I wanted to pass or not. But I did the test and I passed. So I don't get my next 100 hours. So I'm kind of like, well, you know, it would have been good to continue. But now at least I can move on and try and do my A2. So I've passed my A1. So I'm going to see if I can apply for my A2 and get those free as well. But I'll do that once I've finished getting the Chambre d'Hôte ready for the season. And hopefully once I've got those 2 rooms done, then yeah, it'll be brilliant. And yeah, I can carry on doing my French and carry on doing Duolingo to keep up. And obviously carry on spending time with my neighbours who are French and only speak French. So yeah, kind of shocked because I did wake up like a bit of a zombie today. Didn't have a very good night's sleep. So just a bit bemused really, and a bit like, oh, but wow, really, really happy. There was 3 of us took our test today and we all passed. So I'll just be sad not to see everybody all the time, because yeah, some really lovely people there, and some friends hopefully made for the longer term. Oh yes, and before I completely forget, as I say, completely space brain now, I just popped into Lidl and purchased some steak and some prawns and garlic as a little treat for us this evening. That's me and Dad, to enjoy after a lot of hard work this week, both in French class and obviously at the house. So yeah, very happy. And also treated myself to some new jogging bottoms for working around the house, because even once those rooms are done, there's still a lot of work to be done around the premises, within the garden, the exterior of the house, and obviously in my quarters as well. So plenty of projects still to do. So don't go anywhere, there'll be lots more episodes. Open up your eyes. The sun is getting brighter. The skies will open wide for love to take you higher. Off to the Brico to find a new chop saw blade, because we've killed the last one. New blade purchased. Time to refit it in here, and then we can start flooring the other room, because as you can see, we've pretty much done this room now. Need to fit in the drawers for the bathrooms now that the sinks are all done, and that'll clear the floor in here. And then Dad and I are going to start work in the other room. So fantastic stuff. Here we go. This will all be cleaned, but I've currently got protective wrappers and stuff on, but I'm just going to make sure everything fits. Sink's all plumbed in. Here we go, one soft close drawer, she says. There we are, that's better. Okay, so I can now take this protective film off. Open up your eyes. The sun is getting brighter. The skies will open wide. There we go, coming together now. Just sorting out some of the planks. And yesterday we started flooring in the fern room, and I'm just bringing up the multi-tool. So there we go, this is what we'd achieved yesterday after we got the new chop saw blade, which was fantastic. It's like going through butter. There's the sink in there all done. Just need to finish the plastering and then I can put the handles on it and crack on. But for now, it's Dad's last day. And so we are preparing the rest of the floor, and we have to cut to go round the pipes, hence the multi-tool. So we've got a bit further, we've got as far as the chimney breast, done our first cut round that, and we've moved all the planks and everything over. Dad's just trying to fix the Stanley knife, which isn't playing ball. Just vacuumed up this area so we can lay the next bit, I should say, when we come back after our coffee break. So here we are, time to go, have a quick break, and then head back. See how much we can get before I have to take Dad to the airport. Really wish he didn't have to go. Love having him here. But I'm very happy with that. Yeah. Dad's off to get ready now to head back. So we've got the pasting table up. And ladder in here. Need to do some final coats on the outside. I have to start thinking about getting furniture up here and seeing how that all fits. Mustn't get ahead of myself, still have to do the skirting boards. Wallpapering and skirting boards. It's always sad to see him go. Time to head off back home via Saint-Junien. But yeah, bittersweet. But apparently Mum's not feeling very well today, so I'm sure she can do with some hugs, much needed hugs when he gets home. So, but always a pleasure to see Dad and Mum. But yeah, hopefully Mum will come over in the summer. So I'm back and I am going to start laying floor now on my own. Now Pops is hopefully on a plane somewhere back to the UK, and I have started with the silver foil back to that level. I mean, we've still got a little bit left here to do. I think I've got about 6 rows that I can do. How much that's going to leave me with, I don't know. So I'm going to lay those and work out what I'm going to be short by so that I can hopefully order those and pick those up at the weekend. However, I am also currently aware that it's Easter weekend, so things may not be open in France that would normally be open at the weekend. So it could be a little bit trying, could be building in some breaks for me, which actually possibly need, but yeah, I've got to order some bits and bobs anyway, some skirting board. So I'll have a look at that this evening and see what I can order, see what I can pick up, and maybe I'll be wallpapering this weekend and waiting to collect stuff next week, but we shall see. of that. That's all my cuts today done. Round the chimney breast we went. And yeah, cleaning up tomorrow, I think, because I'm shattered. Here I've used all of the full boards that I have, and I've just taken some off cuts just to have a look and see how many more I need. So from this it's clear to me that I need 4 more rows. Blooming happy with what I've achieved, but feeling it, really feeling it. So yeah, been a long day. There's the remaining bit, although I'm planning, because of the bar there, which it has, I believe it's the one that pins this wall in to the house. I think that that is probably better to just put a window seat straight in there, and then people can enjoy that. Thank you so much to all my Buy Me a Coffee supporters, and also to everybody who subscribes. Really appreciate it. Look forward to showing you more progress in the next episode.